So this is a lay-by. It's overlooking Dover. We've got a view there of Dover Harbour, and in the distance, for the first time ever in my life, I've seen the coast of France from the United Kingdom. Never before. Yeah, I'll bring it in a bit closer. There you have France. I've seen Britain from France, but never the other way around. I think it's clearly got to do with the sun. The sun's now behind me, and maybe that's the reason. I don't know. You see the white cliffs sort of shimmering in the distance from France. Anyway, excellent. And what a fantastic view of Dover Castle. This is looking from the landward side. You normally see it from the southward side or from Dover itself. From here, from the countryside, I've never seen it before. Wonderful. Magnificent Norman structure guarding the entrance to Britain in a way, or England I should say as it was then. Although when it was built by the Normans, of course, the Normans didn't occupy the land that was on the other side. Normans came from Normandy, they didn't come from the Pas de Calais. Absolutely wonderful. A very deep well, I can recall. I visited it in 1986, almost 25 years ago. An incredible well. Very attractive to see. So this is Dover. A place I've been through many times. Only stopped here once to see anything of it in 1986, and now I'm treating myself to a second visit, so it's a visit every 25 years. I can't recall that unusual clock though that we've got sticking out of the thing on the left. It looks like one of these medieval guild halls. Don't know if that's what it is or what it is. Most impressive. Yeah. Highly unusual, I think. Now this unusual clock, I've just read the sign, and it was a present from the people of Zeebrugge, given after the First World War, because a number of raids and attacks, I mean it's very famous, the Zeebrugge raid carried out in 1918, but the attacks as is written there, on Ostend and Zeebrugge effectively denied the Germans the use of those ports during the First World War, and in recognition of this and the amount of people who killed British troops, including I think it was 11 Victoria Crosses it was written, given in these raids, this was given in as thanks, token of appreciation. But the bell there was taken from the Belgians by the Germans in the war and fixed on the mole at Zeebrugge to give warning of approaching aircraft naval attacks by the Allies. It was presented to the Corporation of Dover by H.M. the King of the Belgians, St. George's Day 1918. I'm terribly certain that St. George's Day, the war must have still been on, but anyway that's what the sign says. So as can be seen, this is the Prince Albert, the pub named to commemorate the visit of Albert, who was then engaged to Queen Victoria in 1842. He would then, I think, have been 25 and she was 22. No, she was born 1819, she was 23. She may have been 22. So this, I take, is High Street, Biggin Street. So it's the main street, I take it, I think, because the biggest shop seems to be here. Or maybe I'm wrong. So it's 7 o'clock in the evening of May the 10th, so the sun is going down, but it's still relatively pleasant, and I can walk around with short trousers and t-shirt. So this must be the Market Square. In fact it is, because I can remember this being the Market Square. In fact it's written up there, Dover Museum. Now, I know that a lot of the architecture here dates back from the end of the 19th century. That certainly doesn't. That certainly doesn't. That looks much more ancient. That's Biggin Street to just walk down. Is late Victorian architecture we've seen in other places, particularly by the seaside. that I believe is what's called the Western Heights, and what I find rather strange now is the amount of times I've actually driven down this road here and I've never been on the pavement. So I'm now going to go up the seafront, under the road. And a memorial there to the Indian campaign during the Indian uprising. And what a fantastic view of the late afternoon sun coming down on the castle and these flats. Wonderful. One thing that surprised me is that when I turn around here, we've got this, like, I think that's Victorian, but this block here, completely vacant. So it may have, I don't know why, maybe it was condemned or something like that. Could have been individual houses once. And down there, this is a factory outlet centre, which is not really what one expects in this sort of location. There's a great view of the harbour. There's a ferry, well, maybe one's coming in, one's coming out. Oh, really nice. I should have put my car around here instead of leaving it in Halford's car park. Oh, wonderful, wonderful views. Look at that wonderful ship there. And atop the white cliffs, a castle. There's also the caves there, which were built during the Second World War, which is apparently now open. When I was in '86, I think somebody said something that was going to be opened, or had just been opened, or something like that. Wonderful views. So there's a nice view of the castle, somewhat obscured by the parasol, and that's what I've got. I brought that with me, the orange stuff. It's tea, you know, mandarin with green tea. Supposedly a detox. Of course, it wouldn't eat it when you eat fish and chips. Don't need any detox. Super. Now there's the magistrates' courts, and this is a very important spot for me because it was here I first saw my car. I got off the bus from London there. This on the left hand side, and I was waiting, and the car came around the corner here, parked down there, and that was the first time I actually saw it, got into it driving down that road there. So that was 3.5 months ago, and now I'm sort of travelling around in it all over the place, something I really wanted to do.